Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for our joint session with our partners, DBtune. Today, we are going to talk about achieving 80% PostgreSQL performance gains without scaling your infrastructure. And we have two brilliant speakers with us, Mohsen Ijaz, who is a senior DevOps engineer at DBtune, and Samab Tariq, our senior PostgreSQL consultant at Stormatics. So before I hand over the controls to the speakers, I would like to go over a few housekeeping items. Today's session is going to be interactive. We have two polls, so please keep an eye out and do vote on that. We just want to make this a two-way kind of conversation in this session. So one is that. The other thing is this session is being recorded. You will receive the recording afterwards. We have a few resources that the speakers are going to walk you through. I will be sharing them in the chat as well, but after the session has concluded, when we're going to send you the recording, I'm going to send over those slide deck along with those links as well. So yeah, that's it from my end. Over to you, Samav and Mohsen, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope everybody can hear me. Uh, so first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mohsen Ejaz. I'm a senior DevOps engineer at DBtune. I've been working in Postgres ecosystem for close to 2 decades now, mostly on the DevOps, QA, and release management side of things. I spent many years at EDB. My main focus has always been around automation and database benchmarking, understanding how systems behave under load and how we can improve performance. For the past 2 years at DBtune, I've been working closely on performance tuning, especially Postgres parameter tuning and workload-driven optimization. I regularly work with customers on performance troubleshooting, benchmarking, and customer demos. With that, I guess that intro is good enough. With that, I would like to hand over to Simab, who will introduce himself and walk us through the first section of the webinar. So, Simab, over to you.
Yeah. Uh, all right. Thank you, Annie and Mohsen, for the great intro. So yeah, this is me, Simab Tariq. I am currently working as a senior Postgres consultant and leading the customer success department at Stormatics. Um, I'm also an active member of Postgres Code of Conduct Committee. Um, well, I have been working in Postgres ecosystem for around, you can say, 8 years now. But I can say my first or real interaction with Postgres happened back in 2018. This was a time when I joined a great company called Second Quadrant under the, of course, supervision of late Simon Rakes. At that time, I was mainly working as an automation engineer, and my core responsibility was to build and release different second quadrant products. And also, I was also automating a lot of different or boring or time-consuming things at that time. Then in late 2020, second quadrant was acquired by EDB, what we call is Enterprise DB, and then I moved to Enterprise DB and continued in similar role. In 2024, I joined Stormatics, where my actual focus was shifted, you can say, from DevOps side to more towards Postgres internals. And of course, I was working with different lot of customers to solve real world production problems. Now at Stormatics, we provide different, or you can say wide range of Postgres services that include performance optimization, high availability, and disaster recovery solutions as well. And of course, performance is exactly what we are going to talk about today as well. So next slide, please. All right. So before I go ahead and talk about just a second, please. All right. So before I go ahead and talk about the agenda, I just wanted to take a moment and clarify some of the common misconceptions that came along with the performance tuning. I can say the number one misconception that people often have is, or maybe you can say after working with ton of different customers on their mission critical databases, what we can often observe is around 9 out of 10 times when customer notice their application is slow, they just start immediately blaming the database, or you can say Postgres. Now, sometimes the problem can arise in database because after all, this is a software. But believe me, um, the ratio is quite low. Most of the times, the database is actually working fine, or you can say it is working perfectly fine. And the real issue can lies somewhere else in the, maybe you can say system or in the application stack or anywhere else, but not on the database side. But of course, most of the customer often tend to ignore this important thing in their environments. Now, the second most important you can say the misconception is, we also observe that when database is performing slow, many customers just try to solve the problem by simply increasing the or upgrading the hardware resources. Maybe they are just going to add more CPU, throw more RAM, or increase the hard drive of their system. Now, for few days, maybe you can resolve your issue by upgrading your resources, but that is a short-living approach, and because you just solve the upper problem, but you haven't identify and fix the root cause behind that. So, hence, maybe you can end up increasing your cloud cost with the same problem. So what I can tell you from our experience is hardware scaling should really be the last resort for you. Of course, in this session, we are going to talk about these two more common misconceptions in more details, and we will share the real world case studies and some of the battle tested performance improvement techniques that you can easily implement in your production system, and you will see the difference in performance, of course. That was about the agenda for our session today. Now, just a quick heads up, I think Annie has prepared a poll for us. I would really appreciate if you could take a moment to respond to that. Annie, please go ahead. Oh yeah, it is already there. All right, so you should see a pop-up screen on your screen window, and you can go ahead and submit your responses. Meanwhile, I can read the question out for you. Have you had ever experienced a performance problem with your Postgres?